Guys, thank you so much for joining me. This is Jackie M for Masters of Malaysian Cuisine, and welcome to everyone. Don't forget, if you haven't already, go and sign up at malaysianchefs.com/join today to get access to all our recipes, the ones that we've done in the past and the ones that are coming up at the end of the series, okay? I want to welcome you, especially Rene Juefri. Rene is part of our Masters of Malaysian Cuisine team, but this is his first time on because he had a new baby last month when we started our series 1. So I'm very, very excited to welcome Rene Juefri. But before I get him to introduce himself, I'll bring in his co-host tonight, and that's Zaleha Olpin, that rendang lady from MasterChef UK. Zaleha, okay, so that's Zaleha over there. And also a very special welcome to Brunei's #1 food and travel influencer, Thanis Lim. So let me bring Thanis onto the screen. Okay, guys, great to have you all. I'm going to let Zaleha and Thanis take over the proceedings while I back out, and I will see you all at the top of the hour. Okay, good luck, guys.
All right, thank you, Jackie.
Hi, how's everyone?
Good. Hi, Rene. Hi, Thanis. Thank you so much for coming in to join us today. How are you, Rene?
Good. Things are going on pretty well here. It's in the middle of the afternoon right now. Yeah.
Okay, it's morning here in England, and I think it's about 4 p.m. in Brunei. Yeah, Thanis?
Yep, about 4 p.m.
Yeah.
Cool. So, guys, today we have Rene here doing an online cooking, and he will be making otak-otak. But I'm going to introduce you to our special guest today, which is Thanis Lim. He is a very famous blogger in Brunei. He's a 4 times winner of the Brunei Food Blogger Challenge, and he's a writer, and he is also the winner of recent Best Food Guide in Brunei, the website by the Gourmand World Cookbook Award 2020. So I'm not going to talk too much about Thanis. I'm going to let Thanis introduce himself to all of us. And hi, Thanis. Tell us about yourself.
Hi everyone. I'm a food and travel blogger from Brunei. I mean, Zaleha has already introduced most of the details. So yes, I love to cook, and I like to travel around the world and eat. And I'm very excited for today's main dish, which is the otak-otak.
Yeah.
Yes. And Rene, you're going to introduce us the otak-otak. Is it going to be the different otak-otak from what we are used to in Malaysia, in the east side of Malaysia, or is going to be your take on it?
So basically, I'm gonna put a little bit on my touch to it, but I still gonna keep it traditional because some ingredients I can't find here. All right, obviously I'm halfway out from Malaysia, and also basically I'm going to do the otak-otak. It's called otak-otak seafood. So you have 2 seafood ingredients inside, put in together. So normally back in Malaysia, if you have otak-otak, they only use the fish, right? Very seldom you get maybe shrimps or other seafoods, where today I have shrimps and fish. So both ingredients are actually locally sourced from the UAE itself.
Fabulous. So shall we start?
Yes, start. So
Thanis was going to ask something. Yeah.
Oh yeah, I was going to say, is it really difficult to get the Malaysian ingredients in the UAE, especially the herbs and spices?
So herb and spices, the beauty thing about Malaysian herb and spices is that you kind of have a mix of spices, right, and herbs. So which is common also to be found in UAE because you have Indian as well here, some Chinese as well, and also Indonesians. You know, there's a lot of expatriates coming in into Middle East. So I find most of the ingredient, I say 90% of the ingredient is quite easy to find. Okay, but not all. I mean, the origin is not from Malaysia itself. Sometimes you have to just go to the Indonesian grocery to get on, Indonesian origin, or Thai. Thai, they have a lot of similar ingredients that they bring in. I mean, dry ingredients fairly quite easy right now. Maybe I was maybe 10 years back when I first came here. It's a little bit difficult, all right. But now 10 years has been passed, and a lot of people know a lot of Asian ingredients, a lot of Asian food, a lot of Asian restaurant open. All these flavors are well known here now, so now it's not that difficult to get the ingredients.
That's good to know.
Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know,
So are there any
even
ingredients that you still have to put in your suitcase to take home once a year
yeah,
to
I
take
do,
back to Abu Dhabi?
you know, everyone does that. Even I think even Thanis, if you travel, you always pack something up from your hometown, and then you might be scared you won't be having the ingredients abroad. I do, bring some ingredients, like the special ingredient that Thanis very curious of about is
Yes,
the
that one.
turmeric leaf. The turmeric leaf. I always, when I go back, I always make sure that my mom goes to the market. I always say, Mom, go to the market, please. Get me a fresh, nice turmeric leaf before I fly home. So that's what I always do. Even the dry chili, sometimes I bring from home. Belacan. All right, you can't
Definitely
cook
belacan.
Malaysian food
Yeah.
with the belacan. Yeah, so there are quite a few ingredients that I always put in my suitcase. You spare one suitcase on the side for the ingredients, and then a small one just for the clothes.
Correct. Me too. It's the
So
same. Yeah. Right.
yeah,
Shall we start? I can't
sure,
wait actually to shall we do it? Yeah.
certainly, no problem.
Let's
So
go.
let's
I'm going
start
to
with
pass
the
it to you, Rene.
otak-otak. Yeah, please. So Tanis, so today you're gonna learn my way of otak-otak, but obviously with the Malaysian flavor. Okay. The otak-otak is normally found anywhere throughout Malaysia, especially the coast part of Malaysia, from the east to the south, even in the central itself. Okay. Commonly in Malaysia they use the fish. Okay. They use ikan tenggiri, which I have today. Here in UAE, I managed to find, which is the kingfish, they call it here, or some places they call it Spanish mackerel. All right, so Spanish mackerel, kingfish. Either one is the same fish, ikan tenggiri. And the other thing is that I use the prawns, okay, for today. So my otak-otak today is a seafood otak-otak. So you have prawns, you have fish. You can always add other additional things. You want to make it more lavish. I know, Tanis, you always make your cooking extra lavish. You can always put in, I know down in Brunei, you get a lot of nice, what do you call this, lobster, right?
Lobster or udang gala.
Yes, the udang
Oh,
gala.
yeah.
So you can always substitute it. Yeah, it's very nice. It's very sweet. So it's good for the dish as well. It has you call it not too chewy, but a nice bite into your otak-otak. All right. So let's go into the ingredients. You ready?
All right.
So here, basically for the otak-otak, you have three major steps that you have to understand and to execute the otak-otak. Right. So otak-otak here, for the main thing is the paste, the spicy paste, where we have all the ingredients, where we have turmeric. You can find here turmeric. This is the belacan, but this belacan is not from Malaysia. I ran out of my stock because of the situation. I didn't manage to go home. But this is where I found from the Thai grocery that they have. Then you have shallots. You have ginger, dry chili. Make sure that you soak the chili and then you boil them. Then you use them. All right. So you have galangal, lemongrass, very aromatic ingredient, is very common in our cooking. Fresh chili and garlic. All right. So what you need to do is that, all right, blend it, make it into a paste. How you into the oil. All right. Why I put the oil into the paste is that water. I think even some of you make the paste, some paste with water. Try to, this is my tips, and maybe some of the great chefs also share the same tips, even some at home, all right, even my mom, they will put 50% water and oil, or fully 100% oil. Why? So it will prevent the one thing, when you cook sambal or you cook a gravy, it starts to spit, right? When it starts to bubble, it starts to spit. So it will prevent that, because water, you know how water reacts when it's with heat and oil, and you have all the ingredients mixed up, and then it starts to spit everywhere. You get, burn everywhere. Your kitchen is going to be mess, all right? So that's the best tip. You put your oil in it, you blend it.
Yes.
Okay, so what I did is that I've already cooked them, okay, to cut short time, because to cook the paste, it will take around 20 to 30 minutes. But if you want to more bulk to it, double or triple, you need a little bit more longer, maybe 35 to 40 minutes, so that the whole paste cooked properly. So this is the example of the paste that's already been cooked. All right, you can see.
All right. Question, Rene.
Okay, where oil, make sure when you cook it, the oil, the indication of the,
All right. I can't hear you. Okay.
Yes, sir.
One question, Rene. When you are cooking the paste, right, do you cook it on low flame over a long period of time?
Yeah.
Or you cook it on a higher flame and then you stir very quickly?
So I cook it on a low flame. All right. Why you have to do it like this? Because some people, they want to rush, right? They will high flame and then they think, okay, they can get the paste faster. It's not good for the paste. One, why? Because it will burn, and then you will lose yourself in between. If it's a small batch, it's fine. But if it's a bigger batch, you're going to struggle. It will start to catch its bottom, and you're going to burn, and you're going to get all the bitter flavor, and you will spoil the whole paste, right? The beauty about Malaysian cooking also, all right, you have to cook it with your heart and passion. So with love. So you have to do it slowly. Okay, you give all your time to it. So it will also, slow and steady. Okay, because these are all ingredients, and ingredients have life like us. So you have to treat them as how beautiful they are, right? So every moment counts, every second counts. Treat them slowly, so you will get a beautiful color out of it as well. Because if you start to use high fire too fast, then uneven color, right? You won't get that nice vibrant red color. You're not going to get all this aroma out nicely, right?
Thank you, Rene.
Okay, well, welcome. So now the paste is ready. That's the step one. The second step, okay, this I'm not going to do a shortcut for you, all right? We're going to show you how to do it, because this is otak-otak, okay? So we're going to blend the otak-otak now, which is the seafood otak-otak that I'm saying, that we use shrimps, right? So here we have the shrimps, we have the kingfish or ikan tenggiri in Malaysia, or also the Spanish mackerel, right, Zaleha? We call it Spanish mackerel down there.
So, we call it Spanish mackerel in UK.
Correct. Yeah. So the other spices that I'm going to put in is the mild spices. Okay, you have sugar, salt, white pepper, and tapioca flour. You have your coconut milk and water. All right, you're going to have every single step and every single ingredient in the recipe. The turmeric leaf as well, don't forget. This will go in later, because you want to have that fresh flavor, fresh aroma later on. So what we're going to do now, the paste, right? So let's start to blend it. So get all the seafood in.
Rene,
Yeah.
if you don't have a blender, can you make this dish?
If you don't have a blender, okay, you can make this dish, okay? So, for example, for the spice, you can always use the mortar and pestle, right?
Yes.
If you have any kind of food processor, it will also work,
Mm-mm.
okay? If you have, you know, this meat mincer, the meat mincer that you, yeah? So you can also do in that, but it needs to go through a few times because it has to be quite, you know, quite
Smooth,
soft, silky texture to it.
Ah, okay.
So with this step, everything goes in, all right? Everything goes in together because obviously it's a question when you have, imagine people back in the old times, they don't have all these gadgets, right? Like us. Some people
Yes.
have even now
Right.
Thermomix, right? So there are various ways before, like even before they were grinding it, you know, there is a mortar and pestle, a bigger one before. So what they do is that they ground it. This is how they do it back traditionally also. Like they
old
do
school
keropok leko,
style.
all right? Yeah, that's how they do it. So all the ingredients go in one time.
I was reading about the Indonesian style otak-otak. You know, the color is white color. I
Yeah.
like the Malaysian
Yes.
ones.
Yes, sure.
Yeah.
And then
Yeah, so
I think the
otak-otak,
Indonesians one, they put black pepper, isn't it? Black and white pepper for the spiciness instead of the red chilies.
yes, that's why the
yes,
color is
correct.
white color.
Yeah, yeah.
And then
So you have
I
all the
think in
ingredients in there,
Penang they steam it, right?
all right?
Yes. You can actually
Yeah.
steam and or
Mm,
bakar, bake
yeah.
them in the oven or on the barbecue.
Yeah, so otak-otak, as you mentioned earlier, in Indonesia they have different versions. It's white, right? Even some places in Malaysia you can find even some back in the coast in Terengganu of Kuantan, they use less spice, so you get the white, almost like sata and puleko. So they also have that version. But the common that we have in Malaysia is always the spice with all the aromatic ingredients. Chili is
Yeah.
always the essence, right, for our
Yes.
cooking, even in down in Borneo. Yeah.
Mm,
So what I'm doing now
Essential
is that I'm
ingredients.
blending it. All right.
mm,
So even the otak-otak as the Nyonya style, they steam, right? You might
yes.
find a few steam, grill, bake.
Yep.
So even the leaf that we use, okay, in Malaysia, some places, the common ones that you find on the street, they will use the coconut leaf, long ones,
Oh.
right? Yeah,
Yep.
it's quite thick, it's long, all right.
Yep.
Also quite aromatic, it's also accessible. So those are the one that you can find, or the one with the banana leaf.
Yes.
So
I'm
down
more
here,
familiar with the banana leaves. Wow.
so the one with the banana leaf, you can either steam or you can also bake or grill. Whereby the coconut leaf, it's a little bit more towards the grill or in the oven.
Zaleha,
Yeah.
have you seen the Thai or the Cambodian versions of otak-otak?
I have seen the Thai version. I have tasted the Thai version, but not the Cambodian one. Is there any difference?
Quite similar, I think. Both of them are actually, even the names are quite similar. One is called Amok, which is Cambodian, and the Thai they call it Ham.
Yeah. Yeah.
But both of them are steamed. So they look quite the same. Just that maybe the Thai one is more spicier, and the Cambodian one is more neutral, like less spicy lah.
Yeah. I know that the Thai one, they put chopped chili padi, chopped bird eye chili, and what do you call it? Sliced lime leaves on top of it before baking it, before wrapping it.
And it's quite custardy.
All right.
Look
So
at
now it's
Rene's
done.
taste. That's a
Can
smooth
see,
one.
Yeah.
That's nice.
So make sure you get
So
a
you
smooth
blend
paste
it
like that.
until you got a paste.
All
Okay.
right.
Must be very smooth, you notice.
Yeah. So correct. Yes. if you don't blend it smooth, you're going to get few chunks. But I mean, it depends because like the Nyonya style, it's a little bit more chunkier. Okay.
Yes.
Why you want to have the chunky? Because when you steam, you get all the beautiful ingredients still chunky inside, so you can bite into it. You can get all the flavors. Okay.
Yes.
So
Texture
with this one, it's more pasty, it's more soft because you want to grill it, and then it's more of the whole flavors that you want into it.
Okay.
So now it's ready. So make sure it's nice, silky, soft. So if you notice also some recipes might put eggs. All right, my recipe doesn't have eggs. Purely the seafood itself. The binder is only the tapioca. Okay. The eggs, because some people might be allergic to it, right? Yeah. So and also the eggs, you can't actually keep the paste too long if you put the eggs. So with this one, you can keep them for a while. So yeah, you see that? Okay.
So the tip is tapioca starch instead of eggs as the
Okay.
binder.
So now
to hold it, isn't it?
So you can use tapioca flour, tapioca starch or corn flour. But I noticed that tapioca flour is better. Yeah, tapioca flour is better because it will give you a nice chew in it. Okay, it will also help the bind better, the texture, the whole texture itself.
Yes.
Okay, so let's start to wrap. All right, this is the third step. Okay, which as mentioned, you have the paste. Second step to make the otak-otak. Recipe called otak-otak. All right. Then now is the wrapping. So let's get the grill ready first before we cook. All right, while making it. You don't want to have a hot grill. Cold grill going in. Yeah.
While you're doing that, Rene, I'm going to just read you a few comments from our viewers that is from all around the world. We've got hello from USA, from Shirley says hello to you. I've got Gots from Germany giving a shout out. It's really hot in Germany, he said. And I've got Sir Welsh from Dubai. Do you know Sir Welsh from Dubai?
Yeah, know him well, Robert.
He said hello to you. I've got Ina Akimova as well saying hello.
Hello, Ina.
And I've got Roy from San Francisco, all the way from San Francisco saying hello to you. I've got our MOMC team in here as well. Nora is here. Chef Joe is here. I'm here, obviously. And I've got, who else?
Hi, Chef Joe.
You have viewers from all around the world, Rene.
Nice, lovely. That's the beauty of being in Dubai in the middle, right?
I think so, yes. I got Michael Bay from Dubai saying hello to Jackie and Rene.
Hi.
Right, I have here a question for you, Rene. Sorry.
Yes.
HS Lu was asking you, what's the most popular Malaysian food in the UAE?
Most popular Malaysian food in UAE. People always crave for nasi lemak, you know. Everyone knows nasi lemak,
always
not
nasi
only
lemak.
Malaysian. Yeah, always nasi lemak. Rendang. So next time maybe Zalia, if your place can, come over, you can send it over here. Maybe we can start to do a rendang exhibition or, promote rendang better to the people.
Can.
You know?
Yes, can, definitely. Yep.
So
how popular is our food?
Nowadays it's a lot more popular than I would say 10 years back. But still, 10 years back when I first came in, there's a lot of UAE, or we call it Emiratis. Okay, the people in UAE here, they call it Emiratis. So I started in Abu Dhabi. They know about Malaysia technically. When you arrive in airport, they will ask you where you're from. Malaysia. Oh, I've been to Bukit Bintang. I've been to Tioman. So already common or
Still alive. Oops.
Penang, right? So, and Malacca, right? So that's what.
Okay, it looks like Rene's
reminds them of
connection is just a
Malaysia.
little bit flaky, so we'll wait for him to come back. In the meantime, maybe Zaleha, if you want to read out some more of
I'm
the
losing a little bit of
comments.
connection here.
Yeah.
Can you hear us?
Is your connection okay, Thanis?
Mine's fine. Mine's very fine. I already can
Yeah.
see Rene already.
Okay, let me just add him back in. There you go, he's back. Okay,
Yeah.
let me just
Well, mine,
activate you guys, and I'll
Mine's
just
a
add
little
you back
bit-
in.
All right. Okay.
Okay.
Okay, we're back.
yeah. How about that?
So that's how you do the. All right, we're back.
Mm-mm.
So that's how you do the
I
otak-otak.
think so. It's just
Right,
a
when
little
you
bit
wrap it.
lagging.
So the
Yeah.
diameter that I've already cut the banana leaf,
Mm.
it's 15 by 10 cm.
Mm.
Okay.
Yeah. Usually 1 spoonful of the paste, is it? Of the fish paste.
So you need 2 skewers, 2 bamboo skewers. Okay. So 1 tablespoon is enough for the portion. Okay, you can always go more, but I prefer it 1 tablespoon, just enough. It doesn't float out. Cooking time will be just nice.
Mm.
It's not too thick.
Okay. Do you steam it or you going to? I know
So you
you're
can
going to
feel
grill
the
it, but
mix.
do you steam
Yeah.
it as well, Rene?
Yeah. Yeah, you can steam it as well. You know, if you want to keep it healthy, because all the ingredients are healthy, right? Apart from the oil that you put earlier, but you're gonna remove it anyway, right? So
Mm.
you can always steam it, all right, like this, or you can make into a mold, just line them with the banana leaf, right? And then you're gonna you can steam them, okay?
Okay.
So those are ready, okay? So you can start to grill them. So make sure my grill is already hot.
So it has to be a very hot grill, huh?
Yeah, so it has to be a good hot grill. You can also use pan, you know, your omelette pan or non-stick pan at home. You can always use that if you don't have a grill. I mean, you don't have to go out if you don't have a grill to get it, but always, you know, a good investment will bring you along. You can use for other things as well.
To have a grill.
And also you can do it. Yeah, you can also do it outside on the normal grill, the charcoal grill. Charcoal grill is always good. They always do that back
The
home
barbecue.
traditionally.
Yeah.
So
Barbecue.
yeah, that's when you yeah, especially during you know, a good summer. I mean, summer in Dubai now it's 42 degrees. So I guess
That's
summer for Zaliha is good, and also in Borneo itself.
It's
So
not too bad here. It's 20.
now you're
all
gonna
that,
get
yeah.
now to caramelize beautifully. Sorry, Zaliha.
It's not too hot here, although it's summer,
So-
but we don't get good summer this year. But I remember how hot it is in Middle East
Ah.
because I lived in Doha before.
Yeah,
It's crazy.
you can imagine, right? So you can see.
Yes.
Then you can start to smell the banana leaf starts to char, right?
Yeah.
So normally for this rice,
How
you can
long do you
cook one
cook it
side
for?
between 2 to 3 minutes each side,
Okay.
around 2 to 3 minutes each side. Yeah. So just tap it. It will take 2 to 3 minutes. If you have a bigger size, then you have to go longer, maybe maximum 4 to 5 minutes once, not even more. All right, because of the thickness of the paste that you put in.
Okay. Right. So that size, the one that you're making now, 2 to 3 minutes on each side, yeah?
Mm-mm.
Yes, correct.
So I've got a lot more
Okay.
people saying hello to you, Chef Rene.
So
We've
let's
got
do a few
Chef
bit more. All right.
it's lagging.
Hey, Chef Bob.
Yep, Chef Bob say
How
hello,
are
and we got Patricia from Sabah, and we've got some from Zurich as well, Switzerland.
Wow.
We've got a few from Singapore, and I've got some from Brunei saying hello to you and to Thanis as well.
Yeah.
We have lots and lots of followers. Sorry if
Hi.
I don't mention every one of you because they just keep coming in. I couldn't catch up. Just so many. Well done.
I like the color of your
Thank you for
otak-otak.
viewing
Otak-Otak,
in. Yeah.
Seafood Otak-Otak. If you just join us,
Yes. Looks
and
like
he's
uni
actually
color.
grilling the first batch there. It
So
looks so
Rene,
Yeah,
delicious.
it looks like uni. Yes, yes. So that's why also it resembles the name otak-otak. All right, like a brain, because of the texture and the color as well. So if you see uni, right, uni reminds you also like a brain. So that's why the name is otak-otak.
Yes.
Okay, few more people there.
Question for home chefs. Some of them, if they want to use the
Yeah.
oven, what temperature would you suggest for this otak-otak if I'm cooking it using the oven?
So if you use the oven, all right, the oven you can use normal temperature baking 180. It's always good. Even more, slightly between less than 200. Don't go more because otherwise it will start to burn rather than caramelizing the whole banana leaf. And maybe if the temperature is too high, the paste is going to be undercooked, but your banana leaf is going to be fully cooked, right? So 180 to 200 maximum, that will be ideal. Yeah. So
Okay.
it's a bit smoky here, all right?
Turn it around. Like when you're in the oven,
And
do you
can
like
we
keep
have a
it
look?
there,
Can
or
we
do you
just
turn?
have a quick look?
Yeah, at the
A
You wanna have a
closer
look?
look, yeah. Yeah, yes, please.
Yeah, sure.
That'd be nice.
So
There you go, guys.
yeah, Thanis,
Oh,
In-
look at that.
in the oven. In the oven, you were
That's
asking
perfect.
if you need to turn it. You
Yes.
can, but actually the oven, the beauty of oven is that you have both heat up on the top and the bottom. So this will, just make your life easier, so you don't have to turn it.
What's the
Okay.
estimated timer
So I think it's
usually
almost
for
ready.
180-degree oven?
So normally it will take around, if you combine the same time, so 6 to 7 minutes. It's almost like the same timing as here, where here you have 3 minutes and you flip, right? In the oven, you just let it go 6 to 7 minutes. It will be beautifully cooked.
Yes.
So
Okay.
the second thing, how to check, all right? You can always tap or pat the otak-otak. You can see, it's firm, right? Just like it was flat. It's flat, and then you can feel it's soft. Now
you notice the size increase.
It becomes chunkier, isn't it?
Yes. So now, there you go.
Oh, looks nice. Someone asked whether it looks in an air fryer.
Yep.
Okay.
We got a question, Rene.
Fryer. Okay. Now everyone's on air fryer, right? Air fryer, you can do that. There's nothing wrong with it. Yeah, you can always do it because the thing is, make sure the temperature is right, not too high. The thing in air fryer, you might need to flip it once, okay? So because the bottom might catch faster. All right, you can do it in air fryer, not a problem at all. Because nowadays everyone does everything in air fryer. All right, second page goes. Everything is ready now. Okay, we're gonna slice this line for garnish, and also you can always use it to sprinkle on top later on. Close the lid.
Rene?
Yeah.
I have your mom here. I think it's your mom, Asma.
Yeah. My mom. Hi, Ma.
Yeah, your mom and your family are watching you, cheering up for you as well.
Wow, thank you. Even far back home, but always close in heart. That's it.
Of course.
Thank you for the support.
Yeah, of course.
So we have the otak-otak ready now. Okay. So I'm going to open it for you. You can see the inside.
Fantastic.
All right.
You gotta
Thank
undress the
you. That's
otak-otak.
nice. That looks really
Yeah, I'm
good.
going to undress the otak-otak. Make sure you remove the skewers. All right. You don't have to take the skewers in. Okay. There you go.
Look at that. You can see a bit of grit marks below too.
Okay.
Look at the steam.
Oh my
Get all
god.
the steam out. You can smell. You can smell how the otak-otak. All right. You can smell it.
It looks so good.
I think I have to try it, right?
Oh, I wish I
Thanis,
can have it now.
when you make, you prepare at home, so you have to try it, right? Yeah.
Nice.
So let's have
I
it.
have to make this soon.
Should be hot. Wow. So
What's
nice,
the
beautiful.
best
Sauce. All right, you get all the
dish
flavors.
to this?
So dips, normally, it's already very nice. All right, you have all the spice in it. It already has a sweetness to it, salty, a little bit of all the savory in it. But the dip that goes very well with it, you can always go, if you want to have more spice into it, you can go with the sambal belacan. Right? Or you can dip, you do a simple squeeze some lime. So that's why I have some lime here. Squeeze some lime, chop some chili. You can always put a little bit drops of soy. Yeah? You can put and dip with it. Chop some lemons in it. You can also do with that. Shortcut way, if you always have a sweet chili sauce, some people fancy sweet, right? They like more sweet to their taste bud. So sweet chili sauce is always good also. But I always love my otak-otak by itself like that. A little squeeze of the lime, then it's just beautiful.
Gorgeous.
Fantastic.
Yeah.
I'm hungry. We've got Chef Joe, which is your dad,
So,
here
Thanis,
saying that
after this, make sure you try the recipe. Yeah.
Yes, I'm gonna do the recipe.
yes, I might do that as well. It just looked too tempting.
It's actually quite simple to do. Not that challenging, to be fair. Something everyone can do at home. Very friendly dish.
I think Rene has gone lagging a little bit as
Yes.
well. Can you hear us, Rene?
It is simple, right? Correct. Only the preparation, which is it's also home stay. That's why I.
Oh, we dropped Rene. But I think the dish is pretty good for home chefs lah. Quite good to do.
Yeah, I think it's also just like other Southeast Asian and Malaysian dishes. I think the prepping is a lot, but the cooking is it's a lot of ingredients that sometimes put people off, isn't it? Same like you're making rendang, but but then when you start putting it on the pot and cooking it, it's really quite easy. That's why I keep trying to, that's why I always try to tell my those people who come to my cookery lessons. I say, don't be scared when you just look at the list of the ingredients, because it's actually quite easy to cook our food.
Yes, I think that's what my friend did. I think when on my followers, I actually posted the ingredients. Just now, they was like, "Wow, there's so many ingredients." But if you think about it, most of it, you actually throw it to a blender and then you blend. But
exactly,
it's the
you put it in the
abundance of ingredients that actually gives the good flavor of the otak-otak.
Yeah, that's right. We have got a lot of comments here that's saying, Suwadi asking me to cook rendang. Yes, I'll cook rendang one day. And Mr. Smith here was saying, Penang otak-otak is usually steamed. And they put down kado. That is correct. That is correct.
That's what we mentioned just now too, yes.
Yeah, but it's so hard to get down kado, especially if you are living abroad. So that is how that's how Rene has improvised by using daun pisang and everything. And Chef Joe is saying it looks so delicious. I know, Chef Joe. It looks so good.
Chef Joe says you can eat it with bread and salsa. That's very fusion.
And guacamole. That's on eclectic. Typical Chef Joe. That's right. So why not? We introduce our food and we get them to try different ways, isn't it? Oh, Chef Rene is back.
Hi, sorry about the technical.
there's another question. Oh,
Yeah.
okay, we're back.
Okay,
Well,
cool.
Rene,
Go.
there's another question about the leaves. You know, besides the banana leaves, just now you mentioned there's coconut leaves, right? What other leaves do you think, or any other alternative you can use? Do you reckon we use
Yes, correct.
other alternatives besides
Other
the banana?
alternative leaf, you can use, you know, this, so, you know, the one that you use, the wild pepper, okay?
Wild pepper leaf.
You can use wild pepper. Yes, you can use wild pepper leaf. You can wrap them. You can also steam, or you can also grill. It's also nice. They use a lot of wild pepper for, especially the Nyonya version.
Mm-mm.
Mm.
Yeah.
Wow.
But I think
Pearly was
banana
saying they
leaf
put it in
is quite common to
pastry.
find everywhere. So, but I mean, if you want to supplement, yeah, Mama Pearly, then I have to cook for you then when I go back.
Yes, it's very different. I think otak-otak, even in Malaysia, if you go up north and east, or in middle part of Malaysia, they are all very different. And Chef Joe was saying there's another dish in Kuala Terengganu,
Yeah.
which is like white otak-otak, that is called sata. That is right, because sata use coconut and black pepper in it, and it's in a cone shape instead of that way.
Yes, correct.
Yeah.
Zaleha, do you see the comment by Gods
So,
about the
No, I've
crispy
not. I've missed
otak-otak?
it. So many. What was it? What did he say, Thanis?
Do the British like otak-otak crispy?
No. The one I serve for my supper club is the authentic otak-otak, and they loved it. As long as there is no fishy smell, the Brits are happy.
Yes. I'm loving the
I
serving
mean,
suggestions as well. Yeah, in the comments. I think Pearly said sometimes they take the otak-otak and they roll it in pastry sheet. Some of them put it in a sandwich, so it's quite a interesting combination.
yes. Even now, nowadays people start to put it in a spring roll. You know, you can put it in a spring roll. You can do it like a spring roll otak-otak.
That sounds
Even if
delicious.
you want
Oh,
to try, I know, Tansi, down there you have a lot of prawns, right? And you always have your prawns. You do your stuffed prawns and all those. So you can always butterfly your prawns on the top. You can spread the otak-otak filling and you can grill it. So you can do that option as well. Even you can stuff the fish. You can do the small mackerel fish, open on the top, remove the bone, put in the otak-otak filling. There you go. That's another way to do it. So now there's a lot of version, yeah,
Fantastic.
even in the bread. Yeah, soft roll when you put soft roll inside. So you get the soft roll, otak-otak. Yeah.
Right, I think we are finished. We're gonna wrap up shortly, but I have a lot of questions here, Rene. So we're just going to go through
Okay, please.
very quickly before we wrap
Yeah.
up. I got Shirley is asking here, daun kaduk. The wild pepper is daun kaduk, is it?
Yes. Yes,
Wild pepper
correct.
is daun
Daun kaduk is
kaduk, and
wild
I've got
pepper.
right, and I've got Selena here saying hello. Balcor, you have got so many people saying hello to you. I am really sorry if
Thank
I
you.
didn't mention everybody, but you can go back later on and have a look at all the comments and all the hellos that you get from everybody from around the world. So before we wrap
Thank you
up,
so much.
I'm going to ask if Thanis, do you have any last words that you want to say to all of us before we pass it to Rene and say goodbye?
Yes. I'm very glad to be here and then to see a lot of the comments from the around the world talking about the interest for Malaysian food, and there's very knowledgeable people in there, you know, and also some very new ideas about how to enjoy otak-otak as well. And this show really makes me miss Malaysia, and I really wish I can go back there just to try all the good Malaysian food, you know. Don't you miss Malaysian food, Zaleha, in Malaysia?
Yeah, everyone miss it. Yeah, true.
Yeah, I do.
I want a
Very, very
char-kway-teow too.
true. Yeah, there is no place like Malaysia.
Mm.
Can you hear me?
Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
blurry and breaking out here. Yep. Okay, cool.
Yeah.
And Rene, Chef Rene, thank you so much
Yes.
for showing us how to cook the best otak-otak there. I am so hungry. It's only what,
Most welcome.
9, almost 10 o'clock here in the morning, but I might do otak-otak for our lunch. So thank you ever so much. Do you have
Why not?
anything you want to say to our
Most welcome.
audience before we go?
So from myself, thank you so much for viewing. You can always check the recipe coming up on the e-magazine. Log in into our website. If you wanna have better and more authentic food, stick around with us, and also visit Malaysia. That's the best place to go. You can go from the south up to the north to the east coast. You get every single different flavors that you can imagine and you can't imagine. All right, both how Malaysia can really, really blow your mind about food. All right, mainly different cultures. Like talking about otak-otak, imagine everyone has different input in it, right? So cook with your heart, respect the ingredients. Okay, as I always say, Mama Pearly always, I think she's on with me on that, right?
Yeah.
So thank you so much for viewing. All right, don't forget to check tomorrow, right? We have also live again. So still going on through the week. And thank you so much. And Thanis Lim, make sure, yeah, you're gonna cook the otak-otak and let me know and hashtag
Will.
tell us
I'm gonna
how
tag
does it
you.
taste like. Yeah, please do.
All right, guys, that's fantastic. That looks absolutely delicious. Thank you so much, Rene. We're so privileged to have you finally on screen. And thank you, Thanis, for being amazing, for being such a good sport. And Zaleha, as always, you guys are just fantastic. And we're going to wrap up with Tourism Malaysia again. So I will see you guys tomorrow. I'm going to be cooking tomorrow. Okay, so make sure you tune in. Okay, let's just remove. Cool. Share screen. And voila. All right, guys, thanks again. Don't forget to tune in tomorrow, same time. I'm going to be making char-kway-teow. Okay, it's one of my signature dishes, but I look forward to your company then. See you later. Ciao.